All right, this is gonna be my first foray into YouTube and shit. Um, Oddly enough, I was inspired by Nicki Minaj of all people. Go figure. Uh, Whatever. So I'm thinking about all the shit that's been going on, and I don't know. So I guess I just wanted to, I guess, really just speak on something that's really been on my mind is these coronavirus edicts. These mandates and shit, right? This is something that is actually bothers me greatly, and the main reason being is because people can say whatever they want to say, they can pretend however they want to pretend, but the truth is this: they'll talk about how. Oh well, the Supreme Court has already and we got yeah, they've already said that vaccine mandates are fine, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's true. They've said mandates are fine for things like public schools, public institutions, stuff like that. But never in the history of ever has anyone said that you are required to get a fucking vaccine in order to go to the supermarket and buy some fucking food. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need a vaccine in order to just live like a normal human being and shit. And it's just like, not, so never in the history of ever has that ever been a thing, but now they're trying to make it a thing. Like, yeah, papers, please, right, right. There's this idea that you're gonna you need to show evidence of vaccination in order to perform mundane, everyday activities. No, no, that has never been done before, and the amount of overreach we see for this is just it's crazy. What's even crazier, though, I think, is that people actually advocate for this. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just like and you hear all these morons on sort of, oh, fuck your freedom. Like, seriously, seriously, fuck your freedom. Is that what we're going to now? Fuck your freedom. Yeah, it's just and it astounds me because I don't think people realize just how precious freedom is. You know, we look through the whole of human history and the idea of a population where people can, for lack of a better way to put it, just do what they want to do. Uh, living in a place where they are not ruled over by a government who dictates every aspect of their life. This is a really relatively new concept, honestly. Yeah, I guess we can go back to ancient Greece and shit, because they the founders of the republic and shit. But yeah, motherfuckers wasn't free. You know what I'm saying? The fucking plebes still had to, whatever, do what they were told. So fuck your freedom, right? And it's just like, yeah, it is really easy to lose. Really, really easy to lose. You know, we have so many of these people, these young college age kids, just shitting on the Constitution and shit, and it's just like, why? Show me something in the Constitution that is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at a list of the Bill of Rights and shit. I just randomly I went to post that shit online because it's just like, it's like, these people they talk about, oh, the Bill of Rights is it doesn't represent me. It was written 200 and something years ago by a bunch of old white men, and they don't represent me. It's like, all right, well, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? But it's just like the ideas themselves, there is nothing wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? We have the freedom of religion, uh, press, speech, press, assembly, petition, the right to keep and bear arms. Like, I know the left doesn't like this, but I personally agree. Think that human beings have a fundamental right to defend themselves, their property, their loved ones, from harm by either the government or other people. We seem to be the only people on this country we seem to be the left seems to think that human beings are the only animal on this planet that don't have a right to defend themselves. It's mind-boggling, right? No quartering of soldiers, obviously. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see, freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures. You can't. Let's show me the bad there. Okay, the right to due process of law. Freedom, some. What was it? The right to due process of law. Freedom from self-incrimination, double jeopardy. Like, okay, there's no bad there. Rights of accused persons. Right to a public and speedy trial. Okay. Right of trial by jury in civil cases. Okay. Freedom from excessive bail. Cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, nothing wrong there. Other rights of the people. That one's fucking weird, but I'm guessing they mean that there are other rights that are not enshrined here, but are still human rights given to us by the Creator, and they are not to be fucked with, right? And the powers reserved to the states. Now, I know the left hates this, except for when they don't, right? When the Orange Man was in office and shit, they're just like, oh, we're gonna have sanctuary cities because fuck the government, states' rights, states' rights, states' rights. But what the fucking right does, it's just like, states' rights are bad, and it's just like, these people, they just have no moral compass whatsoever. Fucking ever. It's amazing, honestly. It really fucking is, but whatever, whatever. So, so this is just the Bill of Rights. That's just the first sentence shit, right? And it's just like, where's the bad there? I don't see anything bad here. And here's the thing and this is the reason why I believe that they think the Constitution is outdated. Because in order to change it, you need the consent of the rest of the country, and they just hate that, right? They think that fucking the only people holding us back are these fucking rednecks in the rust belt states and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, why does their opinion count? Their opinion doesn't mean anything. I mean, the opinions in New York and Los Angeles and Miami, like, their opinions are the one that matters. All the rest of the fucking country can, go eat a whole bowl of dicks and shit, right? Yeah. And it's just like it's that elitism that the left has just begun to enshrine. It's become the very core of who they are. They pretend like they're not the establishment, but they fucking are. They fucking are. It's like it's mind-boggling how these people will pull all sorts of mental gymnastics and to just not see the fucking truth. Like they still try to convince themselves that big oil runs everything, right? And it's just like, no, 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 no. It's Silicon Valley. It's big tech. It's they are shit. Like, the big tech combined in the United States. I think what someone said that they have like big tech combined is has the yearly budget of the United States or something like that. That if you combine their wealth, that's like the yearly budget of. So these motherfuckers got enough fucking wealth in and of themselves to start their own small country. You know what I'm saying? It is just like, you know. Like legit, like if they wanted to buy some land somewhere and start their own country, they probably fucking good, And so the amount of influence these guys have, and they like so the left. We look at the left, right, and it's like they run the institutions and the media. You got motherfuckers getting locked up for speaking out against the left, and you get the like look at all the past year with the riots and shit, right? And the leftists are just they're getting let out of lockup. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Prosecutors refusing to well prosecute them. You know. Meanwhile, we got people getting locked up for defending themselves from aforementioned leftists who are trying to crack their skulls and push their shit in. And it's just like so. It's just like and I imagine maybe 60 years ago it was much the same. Like 60, 70. 80 years ago, maybe, I don't know, the last time the right was in power and the leftists were out there speaking about freedom of speech and this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, yeah, once upon a time, the Republicans were cracking skulls because they were the establishment, but that isn't the case anymore. And, we have to recognize this. The left is the establishment. There's no ifs, ands, or problems about it. And the right is the counterculture. Now, this was always going to happen, right? I mean, the right, the left went so far to the fucking left that, and they gained so much fucking power. Well, whatever, they are the establishment now. You know, and there's no leftist anywhere who can uh, give a convincing argument otherwise. There really isn't, without lying anyway. Similar to the Corona stuff, anyway. You know, it's like it bugs me. Oh, so yeah. So that was a little segue. But going back to the coronavirus and stuff, right? So what we have here is it bugs me out. It bugs me out because it's like, these people will talk about herd it or follow the science, follow the science, follow the science, right? And it's like, you can give these people all the stats in the world. You can give them all sorts of, you could give them all sorts of just like stats, you know, data from the CDC, from any number of, government, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, right? And it just will not convince them. It will not convince them. Will not convince them. And it astonishes me really how they, because, I don't see how this is the case. Me being a free thinking individual myself, I have no problem separating the, bullshit from uh, reality, you know? And it's like, well, I can't say the stats or put them out there because, well, YouTube will put me in YouTube jail. It was bug because a couple weeks ago I was trying to post some CDC links to the current death rate, and YouTube was just like, well, they started censoring that, so I couldn't post those links anymore. And it's just like, yo, this is legit, like government data, like legit government data, and you're not letting me link to it because why? Why? Well, the reason is why is because, it doesn't support the narrative, right? It doesn't. And that's all there is to it. These people, they think like a billion, cajillion people are dying every minute. And when you point out that's not the truth, it's just like they go apoplectic and, start raging and gnashing their teeth and pulling out their hair. How dare you? People are dying. And it's just like, no, they're not. And this is why, once again, I saw this quote, this comment the other day, and the dude's like, it's like fucking almost 2 years after COVID, and these people, the only people scared of the coof are, the vaccinated, and it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. You know why? Because anyone who doesn't hold stock in the jab or isn't brainwashed by the media can see that people aren't dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the fucking truth about it. If it really was as scary as all that, we wouldn't need to force people to get the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't. But it's just like, they're trying to gaslight us en masse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, don't believe what your eyes see, believe what we're telling you. Yeah. But they play these games all the time and shit, right? It's like, this is why they're constantly changing their language, and is the thing, you shape, and this is why they're always changing definitions and stuff because they need that in order to push their agendas, right? So it's just like, so they focus on infections, right? COVID infections instead of deaths. Right? Oh my God, we're seeing a surge in COVID infections throughout the country. Oh, COVID is so bad, right? And it's like, okay, all right, well, how many of those are resulting in death? Well, let's change the subject.